This talented star has us all on our toes with the release of his already platinum-certified album, Scorpion. But there's a lot about the rapper that people don't know, from staying cool on the ice to a trip down Diagon Alley. Here is the truth about Drake. Number 13, parents. Most of us know about the music legend Drake is today, but where did he start out? He was born in 1986 in Toronto, Ontario. His dad's name is Dennis Graham. He is of African-American descent and played drums with Jerry Lee Lewis, a country music star. His mother's name is Sandra Graham. She is an Ashkenazi Jewish Canadian who made a living as a florist and English teacher in her hometown. When Drake was only 5, his parents separated. His mother stayed in Canada and his father moved back to Memphis, Tennessee. Unfortunately, Dennis became incarcerated and had to stay in the United States until Drake was a young man. However, the star has recollected on summers spent in the southern city before his father was arrested. Number 12, broken record. We all know this guy is extremely popular, considering he has sold over 200 million singles, albums, and features worldwide. But one of the records he broke outdid even the late, great Michael Jackson.
In 2016, Drake received 13 nominations for the American Music Awards, which is 2 more than the King of Pop received in 1984.
That means it took 32 years for somebody to beat Jackson's record. However, even though he was nominated for so many, he took home 3 awards total. Number 11, television star. Although this musician has become one of the biggest names in the industry, he got his start doing something a little different. If you were an angsty teen in the early 2000s, there's a chance you are familiar with Drake's introduction to fame. When he was just 15 years old, the icon's high school pal introduced him to his father, who happened to be an acting agent. He was just figuring out what he wanted to do with his life and was set on acting, so the friend's father got him on the show DeGrassi, The Next Generation.
He played the character Jimmy Brooks, a basketball player whose dreams turned south when he faced a chronic disability after being shot.
Drake stated that he continued working on the show because it was he and his mother's only source of income at the time. He played in the show until 2007, when his character graduated from high school, appearing in a total of 145 episodes. Number 10, chart topper. We've talked about Drake's record-breaking skills regarding the American Music Awards, but this artist is known for more than his award-winning records. He is one of the most successful musicians of all time and has topped numerous charts with his unique sound and catchy singles. He has the most songs out of any artist in the Billboard Hot 100's history, totaling 154 songs. Drake also has the most Hot 100 songs to be charted in 1 week, equaling 24. Plus, he holds the record for the most time on the list at 430 weeks. And the most debuts in a single week at 21. In 2017, he spent 51 weeks in a row in the top 10, which was a new record for male musicians. There's nothing this star can't accomplish when it comes to achieving new heights in his career. Number 9, Rihanna. There was speculation about a romance between Drake and Rihanna since their first encounter in 2005. They initially met in Drake's hometown while she was recording her music video, Ponda Replay. Soon after she and Chris Brown broke up in 2009, following the assault charges, people reported seeing Rihanna and Drake kissing at a bowling alley in New York City. The Needed Me singer denied any romantic relationship with him, but insisted that they were just friends. A year later, Drake released the album Thank Me Later, which contained the song Fireworks featuring Alicia Keys.
That same year, he also stated that he felt used by Rihanna and said that she made him feel nervous and small, but added she's an incredible person.
Although tensions were rising between them, she and Drake collaborated on her song What's My Name, and gave a couple of steamy live performances of the song in 2011. In June 2012, Chris Brown and Drake reportedly fought over the Desperado singer during an encounter at a nightclub in New York City. However, he denied the tussle had ever taken place. Drake gave a heartwarming speech about Riri in 2016 at the VMAs before presenting her with her award, gave her a happy birthday shout-out in 2017 during a concert, and then things went downhill. Rihanna said during an interview earlier this year that Drake's speech made her uncomfortable and that they're no longer friends. Number 8, real name. We all know him by the name Drake, but this famous guy's real name is Aubrey Drake Graham. Although the name is often given to girls now, Aubrey was originally a Norman French boy's name. It comes from the name Alberic in German, which means elf and power. It can be translated to ruler of elves, elf power, or even fair ruler of the little people, which might be a little bit of a stretch. Either way, Aubrey is a great name, but maybe not the catchiest when it comes to making music. It's easy to see why Drake chose to go by his middle name instead. Needless to say, it worked well for him. Number 7, later skater.
Since he's from Canada, this probably won't come as a surprise to too many people out there, but Drake happens to be a great ice skater.
He once took Rihanna skating when their dating rumors were still a hot topic, and sources said he had mad skills on the ice. In fact, when he was a kid, he was on the Weston Red Wings, his school's ice hockey team. His mother got him enrolled in the sport, in which he showed great talent. Drake even made it to the hockey camp at Upper Canada College. However, somebody cross-checked him in the neck and his mom ultimately took him out. Number 6. Fashion forward. Drake founded the record label OVO Sound, which stands for October's Very Own, with Oliver El-Khatib, his manager, and Noah 40 Shabib, his producer, in 2012. The label is part of Warner Bros. Records. They have a total of 9 acts signed, including Drake, but their business expands to more than music. OVO also has a clothing line that started in 2011 during OVO Fest in Toronto. They began work with roots in Canada, a Canadian brand of clothing, and made numerous jackets, parkas, etc. After collaborating with other lines, OVO made its very own brand. They sell sweatshirts, jackets, hats, shorts, and various other clothing items, all of which exhibit the trademark OVO OWL. They now have stores in Toronto, Los Angeles, and New York City. Drake also dived into the night scene with The Ballet, a dance experience club in Houston that he opened for Super Bowl weekend in 2017. Apparently, there's nothing this guy doesn't have his hands on. Number 5. Nicki Minaj. Ever since Drake mentioned Nicki Minaj in lyrics from his debut album, dating rumors started circling the talented duo. Fan suspicions grew stronger when the two stars performed on stage at Minaj's Hot 97 Thanksgiving concert in 2010, and they shared a kiss. Drake admitted during an interview that he always had a crush on the Anaconda singer. Later on, Drake and Nicki even said on Twitter that they tied the knot. However, they were just playing around, and they've done that in the past. During her New Year's Eve party in 2010, people saw them in the midst of a special moment and said they left the celebration together at around 4 in the morning. The Hotline Bling rapper also said that Minaj is his ideal woman and he prefers her without makeup and casual clothes. He even said that he could spend his life with her because they understand each other. Although they had a short fallout in 2013, they soon became best friends again later that year. They once more began playing with the idea of marriage. Ever since then, they remained close and shared several steamy performances on stage. Nicki even came to Drake's defense via Twitter in some recent feuds he's been dealing with. Number 4. Legal problems. Although his name is in the headlines and on social media sites on a daily basis, Drake has had some legal run-ins that many people probably don't know about. Erica Lee filed a suit against him in 2012, stating that he used her voice on his song, Marvin's Room, without giving her credit or compensating her for it. They ended up settling the dispute out of court. 2 years later, Jimmy Smith, a jazz musician, sued Drizzy for $300,000 for sampling his song without permission. However, the judge ruled against Smith. That same year, Rappin' Forte sued him for misuse of his lyrics, and Drake ended up paying him $100,000. In 2017, the producer Detail claimed he was assaulted by the star's bodyguard, Nessel Beezer, but luckily for Drake and Beezer, the case was dropped after the accuser didn't go to one of the court meetings. Unfortunately, with fame comes a lot of not-so-fun events and media attention. Number 3. You're a wizard. No, Harry, we're not talking about you.
You now know that, along with his music career, Drake is a great ice skater, a businessman, and a record breaker. But did you also know that he is a huge fan of the wizarding world?
That's right, this superstar is a die-hard Harry Potter fanatic. In November of last year, he told The Hollywood Reporter that he had read all the books. When the interviewer stated that she was reading the series to her children, Drake said he should buy a first edition copy of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone that he'd been after for quite some time. The rare book was on sale for about $160,000, and Drake said he should go ahead and purchase it since it was nearly his birthday. Number 2. Songwriter.
Although he's known for writing most of his own music and incorporating personal details into his work, Drake has actually helped write songs for numerous other artists as well.
Jamie Foxx's song, Fall For Your Type, was initially supposed to be part of Drake's album, Thank Me Later. However, Foxx heard the track and loved it immediately. It ended up on his 2010 album, Best Night of My Life. Drake also wrote Rita Ora's song, R.I.P., from her 2012 album, Aura. The track was originally intended for Rihanna, but when she didn't take it, Rita said she wanted it, and Drake stated that he'd do anything to help her out. Drizzy even helped write Beyoncé's song, Mine, for her 2013 self-titled album. There's no denying this multi-talented celeb's lyrical skill. Number 1. Child. In May of this year, rumors of Drake having a child began circulating online and in the news. Pusha T, a fellow rapper and executive, lashed back at the I'm Upset artist for his diss track, Doopie Freestyle. The song was partly a retaliation against Pusha T, who had accused Drake of using ghostwriters for some of his songs. So after hearing himself mentioned in the song, Pusha T released a track, The Story of Added On, to get even. The lyrics accused Drake of hiding a baby boy that he'd had with the former adult actress, Sophie Russo, and stated the child's name was Adonis. In the lyrics of Emotionless, he raps, "I wasn't hiding my kid from the world, I was hiding the world from my kid," clearly implying that the rumors were correct. And after he dropped his new album Scorpion this year, Drake admitted that he does have a son named Adonis. He even had a DNA test to ensure he was the father of the baby. The child's entire name isn't yet known, however, there has been a lot of speculation about it concerning Drake's God's Plan lyrics. The chorus of the song states, "I only love my bed and my mama, I'm sorry." Even though my bed was initially thought to mean the comfortable mattress people sleep on at night, many fans believe that it really spelled M-A-H-B-E-D, and is actually the middle name of his son, Adonis. Hopefully we'll find out soon if Drake's lyrical wit outsmarted us all, or if he just really enjoys nap time.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.